worry. Don't stress. The snakes in your life will be put to rest. Welcome back, guys, to another video. Let's talk about this topic. So, what made me think about this topic, honestly, guys, is certain conversations I had today, earlier, with some younger folks. And I'm just the type of guy that likes to tell people the truth. I like to help people because the truth is going to help you. And it might hurt you in the moment. It might make you feel some type of way, but I like to help people, for free. And I think the reason why I like to help people so much is because I felt helpless when I was younger. I just wasn't mentored. I wasn't guided. I didn't have people around me to point me in a good direction. I sort of had to figure things out on my own. And there's a lot of hard lessons that I had to learn at a young age. And I look back at that and it was very painful. And that's why I just like to help as many people as I can today. And if I can give somebody the good advice and I'm in a position to do that, I'm going to do that. And the conversations I had today with certain people that were a little bit on the younger side, I just let them know straight up, look, you could have friends in your life right now and you might think everything's perfectly fine. You might think you're never not going to be friends with this person. And I just basically let them know, you're going to get you're in for a surprise. People are not who you think they are. And the snakes in your life will reveal themselves. It's just going to happen. And I've seen it firsthand. And it's more so a lot of the people that, if you don't have a good sense of direction in life, chances are you're going to be hanging out with other people who don't have a good sense of direction in their life as well. It's just how it goes. And those are the people that you just cannot trust, because everyone, these people are using you. Things are happening. It's crazy. And you're really going to see true colors in all this mess. And I've seen that myself. And there was people I was friends with in the past that still to this day, nothing ever happened between us. And if we ever see each other, everything's perfectly fine. But there's some people that it'll never be the same again. There's maybe not beef, but things are off, You just, from what happened, you can never trust that person again. You just wouldn't ever see them as a friend ever again. Because they reveal their true colors. And when somebody does that, that's truly who they are deep down inside. It doesn't matter what they earn. It doesn't matter what they get. That's who they are at the core of their being. If they did it once, they could become a millionaire and have everything together. And that's still who they are. You could be going through the worst of the worst times. Your life could be a complete disaster. And you may never do something bad to another person. That's who you are. You would never do that. That's who I was. Things weren't always perfect for me. And I never, ever, ever in my life screwed somebody over like that. The only time I ever did anything is if somebody did something to me first that crossed the line. And even then, I didn't even do much. There were certain things that happened where I could have did a lot more than I did. So, but it's not always even good, to retaliate and to get people back for something they did to you. And I did do it, I'm not going to lie, a few times in the past. But like I said, nothing too severe. Definitely deserved, but nothing too crazy. And I just talked with a few lads today, and I let them know, stay woke. Like, be prepared, be ready, and focus on yourself. Like, make sure that you're doing you in your life. Like, don't get too caught up into friends, don't get too caught up into this or that, because everyone's going to go their separate way. Everyone's going to go their separate way. And there's no point in having any tension between anybody. Like, just don't let anybody use you, abuse you, do those things to you. Like, stay woke. And the snakes in your life, like, will reveal themselves. And even in all your guys' lives that's watching this video, the snakes in your life will reveal themselves. You guys right now could have somebody in your life that you don't even know is a snake, and they're a snake. I can't say that for myself, because the way my life is, I'm very detached, even from my closest friends. Like, from the closest people I have in my life, there's just no strong attachment bond. There's not a bond, like a strong bond between us. We respect each other from distance. We can get together, we can have a good time. We're still not attached. And at the same time, we have a love for each other. So when we get together, we'll give each other a hug, we'll say, "What's going on, brother?" We'll say all these things, and it's just like, and it's not fake love either, like, it is genuine. It really is. But at the same time, we're still very, like, detached. Because it's like we're both mature, we both understand life. Because you can get together with some people and it's like, "What's going on, brother?" And you clap hands, or you, like, do something like that, and it's just not real at all. Like, at all. With the bonds that I have with certain friends, it is very real. The love is very real, because we both have love within ourselves. And we're detached in a way too, because, like I said, we're both mature, we both understand that we have our own things to do in our own lives, in our own personal lives. And I believe these are the best relationships to have. And I feel it can be dangerous when you get too close to somebody. Every time I got really close to somebody, it never ended well. Like, ever. I do my best when I'm detached from people. There's no, like, strong attachment bonds. If you're going to get really attached to somebody and, like, live with somebody and something like this, you have to make sure they have their stuff, like, together. You have to make sure. There's a lot of people in the past that I ended up getting, like, attached to a little bit, and it didn't end well. Because it was a trauma bond. I didn't know it was. But, it was. And sorry, guys, I just got a bit of a headache. But I'm going to finish this video. I'm good, don't worry. And it's devastating going through things like that. Because you believe that it's not like that, but it's like that. You believe it's not a trauma bond. You believe this person does have it together, but that's just their act, like, in the beginning, which a lot of people are good at. But they have so much in their own personal life that they have not conquered yet. And this is where just the walls clash, and they can't keep it together. They can't have this healthy relationship with you and, you know, like, grow as a person at the same time. They just can't keep things together, and their true colors show. And they ended up being a snake. Like, they really did. They got you good. They trauma bonded you. So they could use you for the time being, because they wanted to use you for that time being. And it's very hurtful when things like that happen. That's why you don't get into stuff like that. That's why I don't get into stuff like that anymore. I'm going to make sure of a person. I'm going to hang out with you so much before I ever even think of growing even a little bit of a strong bond, of a connection with somebody else. Like, and there's even people that talk to me today that it's like, I can tell they have a lot going on within themselves, and it's like, I'm just going to keep my distance from that person. There's nothing I can do. If this person gets mad at me, they get mad at me, but there's nothing I can do. They're honestly mad at themselves. They're not even mad at you. They're really mad at themselves deep down inside. They're just going to project it onto you. So, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. It's just crazy how people really are in today's world. I just don't understand why people take the easy way out and use other people, get people in trauma bonds, like mess people up. They just don't care. Like, I would never do that and I'm not trying to like prove how nice of a guy or anything like that I am. I'm just being 100% serious. Like, I would never do that to somebody else because, for one, it's not going to do nothing for me. For two, it's going to destroy this person. I'm going to build a bad reputation for myself, and other people are probably going to know what I did. Like, are people stupid? Like, how could you do something like that? It just makes no sense to me. The unfortunate thing is a lot of people get away with stuff like this, like, especially females. I feel guys can build more of a bad reputation for themselves faster. You never hear things going around where I come from personally of females like screwing people over and then building a bad reputation for themselves and things like that, because there's always going to be a thirsty guy out there that's willing to take this girl in a heartbeat. But I know a lot of guys where I come from that build bad reputations for themselves, and a lot of girls just don't want nothing to do with the guy anymore because he has such a bad reputation for himself because he might have screwed her over, or whoever over, you know what I mean? And I just think girls talk more than guys. I just think, I don't know. You guys know how it is, like, that, and this is where I come from personally, and I come from a small place. Like, everybody knows everybody, and yeah. But that's really how it is. It's really how it is. Girls don't even get like, and I feel they are treated a little bit more special, and I ain't complaining about it. I definitely ain't. I just feel I'm just it's reality. It's not complaining, it's reality. I think they do have a little bit more of special treatment than guys, so they get away with more. They have more of an excuse. Whereas guys, they have less of an excuse to screw over a woman. But a woman has more of an excuse to screw over a guy. For whatever reasons, like, because a man is supposed to be a man. A man is supposed to be logical. A man is supposed to be strong. If he does this, it's clear as day he was playing. But women, on the other hand, are more emotional, naturally. We're not picking on women. It's just, it is what it is. Like, there's feminine and there's masculine. Men are supposed to be strong and stoic and leaders. Women are feminine, nurturers. They're more sweet and sensitive and caring and all these other things. There's just certain roles both genders play, and it's like women have more of an excuse automatically if something goes wrong. Women do what's best for them. Men do too, but women do it even more, and I know this. Because if they didn't, a lot more people would be in relationships. I think women, more than anything in today's society, is holding back on relationships more than men. I think a lot of men would go headfirst into relationships, but a lot of women are stopping it from happening. And I honestly think they're getting smarter. I really do. And it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. And I think men are becoming more desperate. And I ain't speaking for myself, I'm speaking from what I'm seeing on the outside. Because I don't even fall under these categories because I'm so detached. I'm just so into my own self because I'm growing and evolving all the time. While all these people are like playing these games and doing these things, I'm just not taking part. I'm only taking part in my own life. I'm only taking part in building my own life. I don't want to depend on a female. I don't want to depend on the opposite gender to fulfill my life. I'm going to build my own kick-ass life by myself. Whatever happens, happens. And like, I could be more desperate and I could get a girlfriend tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. I've even talked to some pretty mature females, I'm not going to lie. And they even said to me, like, wow, like, you are a guy, like, you know your worth. Like, you really do know your worth. And they're 100% right. I'm not easy to get, and I don't take girls easy either. It's just, it's gonna be a process, because I ain't in it for the short term. I'm in things for longevity. Like, I ain't just gonna pick somebody because they look appetizing, because they look a little bit good. Like, it's much more deeper than that. And good for everybody, good for all women, good for all guys and men and stuff like that that have higher standards, who are playing things smarter and being more patient and working more on themselves. Because if everybody was doing this, like, I believe there would be more relationships. I think people are so busy in today's world playing games that it's like nobody trusts anybody, because everybody's playing a game. Everybody's hard up, everybody's desperate, but nobody wants to work on themselves. When you work on yourself, you're going to attract somebody else who is also working on themselves. Now you come together, you form a team, you're going to build a good life, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And that's the only way that I see it. And other than that, all the snakes that are down here, they reveal themselves. You don't take any of them on board, and you keep working on yourself until you strike and you hit lightning in a bottle with the right person. Because that's my plan, and for the person that I'm going to be with in the future, that's their plan as well. I guarantee it. So I think that's the move everybody has to make. And if you don't hit lightning in the bottle, you don't hit lightning in the bottle. It's better than to take some snake in the grass. You know what I mean? Because that's just going to do nothing but ruin your life. Like, and you can build a kick-ass life on your own without anybody else. Plain and simple. And I'm going to end this video here. I could keep going a little bit longer and say some more things, but I do have a bit of a headache and I am a bit tired, so I'm going to cut this one short. And I will be back tomorrow with some more videos on Sunday. This video will be posted probably Sunday evening, but this is being done Saturday evening. It's actually Sunday right now because it's past 12. But anyways, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of this day / evening. Until next time, peace out.